In the flooded depths of Moria was a great axe Ziegelberg lost. Few have ever tried to find it, and fewer ever return from their quests. Who now remains to challenge the shadows that linger in the dark halls of the deep places?
Well, seeing that all we know of is one person who sought to find it and zero people who've managed to return, I suppose the few stuff is true. Welcome back, everyone, to Lore of the Shadow, where we are now searching for the axe Ziegelberg. And let's see if we have better luck than we had when we tried to look for it in the Way of Smiths. Right, Bori? If you and your allies can clear the flooded passage that lie between Gunlayan and Kankare, we might just yet find the armories written about the Book of Bazarbul. Could it be that we might find Ziegelbert there? I hope so. If the records I have studied are to be believed, the dwarves erected a great mechanisms here to seal off several of the passages when the Gredbe grew too numerous. You'll find need to deal with these creatures and learn the means of operating the mechanisms to clear the way. I'll follow you once you have finished examining the map of these places, for it is very confusing, and we'll need to keep our bearings. Oh, yes, of course. That explains a great deal. Meaning why it seems to be confusing. Yep, I will agree with him that the map is very confusing. So let's try the first of the mechanisms. Hobbit, on our way. There's a rumbling at the bottom of the steps as the wall gives way. Alright, and we've got Gribbing, of course. Well then. Let's see what we could. Now, of course, by allies, I presume he means my cat, since not anyone else here other than the two of us. There we go. Well, there is, of course, the inspiration bonus you get when you do this solo. If you call doing this with a cat solo. There you go. And maybe I should open up with the AoE rather than throwing that in at the end. Just a thought. Oh, these things are tough, aren't they? Alright, there we go. That deals with a few of the insects. Here we go. Well, he did say that there were going to be Gribbig here. I cannot deny that he told us right at the beginning that this place is going to be filled with Gribbig. And, oh, of course. The cat gets confused whenever I root something. So now we've got this one. Yeah, we take care of the mantis. Right. We'll do it this way. Actually, send out the cat first. Then do that. Do that. Do that. That sequence worked pretty well. Alright. I guess I'll completely forget it for the rest of the instance, right? Open! Open passageway? Ooh, this is... Actually, that's where it came from, isn't it? Ah, yes. Well, he did promise that it would be confusing. I will agree with it. There was this... Actually, I don't think that's quite it yet, if I remember correctly. Whoops-a-daisy. Yeah, we've got these guys to fight first. And once we fight these guys, we can... Your turn! Oh, there are three of them. Three at a time. One of the tricky things is deciding, alright, when do I use my really big skills? I think I'll save murder crows for when I really have large numbers. Or I should say big ones like those. And there we go. Like the matrons and the like. Let's see, we've got this one. Hold on, what did I run into? A guard. Alright, fine. So I just completely missed these or something? No idea. Amazing. Doesn't matter how many times I've done this instance, I'll still do it wrong. There you go. Hobby! You're down? You're... Hey. Swat! There you go. Ah. Now, is there anything else left, or have we managed to unlock this entire thing? Make sure there's nothing this way. Nothing that way. I think I've made a full circuit of this place now. Let's see, that's the first one I turned around. I'm pretty sure, is that the first one I turned around? Yeah, that was the first one I turned around. Okay, good. Now let's see if this whole thing is open. Usually the first time I come down here, I had missed an area. Ooh, but this thing looks like it's completely open. I missed one. Ah, it fools me every single time. Actually, let me check. That's the way I came from. That's the way I just checked. Oh! The frog room. See? It's confusing. We'll say that Bori is correct on that regard. Just won't argue with him on that score in any way whatsoever. Let's see. How about... we'll just have to hop to it, shall we say? Ooh, the world is turning magenta! You hear a muffled croaking. Well, I think I hear more than a muffled croaking in this area right now. Could the world turn the correct color again, please? I mean, I'm assuming this is a game effect and not something wrong with my graphics card suddenly. There you go. And... it doesn't help that I'm 2 levels below the rated level for this instance. There we go. Maybe I should have taken that into account when I decided to do this. Alright, the matriarch has arrived, apparently. Where is she? Here you go. Murder crows, do your stuff. Yeah. That's what I saved it for. Things like that. And that thing was tough enough that it even took Murder Crow some time to do it. Alright. Now that we have gone through here. This way? That way? Down, down, down into Frog Town? Now, let's see. Down this way, down this way. Alright, up here. Okay, found the next area. More Gribbig, it looks like. Now, let's see. We could send you over there. Alright. Alright. What's that cat fighting? Where'd you go over there? Really? And if I targeted that and did something against it, then I could be saying the same thing to my targeting system. I mean, why did you go to the mob I wasn't fighting? That's way far away. Rather than the mob that I actually was in the middle of fighting. And they wonder why hunters are notorious for attacking the wrong target. Well, that's the reason. System just keeps on sending you against the wrong target. There you go. Get off me. And get off the acid also while we're at it. Alright, good. Yeah, it was trying to target me off onto somebody else again. Alright. Let's do this. Alright, some ancient debris is falling into place apparently. So let's go against this. 1, 2, 3. This acid is... I guess Moria is notorious for acid. The special armor set that's for Moria is all about acid prevention, because since the raid, the Watcher in the Water, is probably one of the most notorious... Is this the one that I already did? See, I can't even remember which ones I've done already. Is the single most notorious acid instance I can think of. Well, you also have the actually the turtle raid. That one actually might compete against it, but that's another Moria raid though. So yes, Moria raids are noted for it. And the Moria set was geared completely towards protecting you against acid. Let's see, we've got this here, this here, this here. Okay, how about sending you in there first? There we go. Let's get out of here. Now, could take out you. Yeah, that works. And spin the wheel. Where low grinding sound, but nothing else. Round and round she... Oh, I think I found them. At least one of the queens. There we go. Oh, quit that! Oh, I hate stunners. And... There, and whack! Right. Well, at least I'm done with those. Oh, I've done that one already. See, I got so disoriented I forgot which way is which. Well, Bori did promise that it would be confusing. And boy, am I confused. Now, let's see. Ah, here it is. Right? Is this the... See, I can't even remember which wheels I've turned already. I thought I've only turned 2 of them, but apparently it's saying that I've turned all 3 of them. Now, is there one left that I haven't done yet? Or is this the spider room? No, it's not the spider room. Oh, well. Oh, that's right, because I think when I get to a certain point, spiders are going to jump out and attack me. So I really have to be careful here. Let's see, how about... I need to still figure out the optimal order in which to do that. See, gust... I always forget exactly what gust of wind does. Now let's see this. Gust of wind, tearing winds cause frost damage to at least 5 enemies, right? When traded with nature. Okay, well I'm not traded in nature's fury, so much for that idea. Ah, alright. So it doesn't matter. I'm not under nature's fury. So I was thinking that I had to do it in a certain order in order to get a special effect. No, I'm not eligible for the special effect. No, I'm not giving up my cat. Now, let's see. Alright, so now that we've got that, let's try this. We can try this. And this one decides that I'm supper. We got acid. Maybe the purpose of this instance was sort of like being Acid Instances 101 or something like that. Oopsie daisy. Yeah, and of course you got the spiders that come in order to munch on your legs. Hobbit legs. There we go, and your turn. Well, at least we know which way to go now. This is where I at least know this area. At least it's less likely I'm going to get lost in this area than the rest of this dungeon. And the other one is trying to remember, alright, now which room has how many of these things to worry about. Alright, fine, fine. You want to fight me? We can do that. It's always an option. Though that option doesn't involve you surviving the end of the day. That's just a warning on that matter. Oh, yeah, yes, my cat says, oh, the enemy's stuck. I guess you don't want me to smash it. Alright, now, what are you want? Let's see. Oh, speaking of the Watcher of the Water, I had forgotten that, yes. Yes, I forgot, yeah, this instance has a meeting with the Watcher of the Water in it. No wonder it feels like an intro to acid in instances. Because it's also an intro. Well, it's not a complete intro to the Watcher, seeing that you had that way at the beginning and at the end of book 1. But this is the... Well, let's see. And it's hard to say because in book 1 the facings of the Watcher in there are very, very controlled. And yeah, I know it's a bit controlled on this one also. I mean, probably even in the raid it is, but guess they give you a little taste of the Watcher, and then slightly more one in this when you re-meet them in again at the end of book 1, and then here a little bit more of the Watcher. And then they dial it up to 11 when you meet them in the raid. That's all, right? There you go. Let's see now. Can I do this without... Actually, I know how to deal with the big spider. Of course. In fact, I might as well use this as quickly as possible. That way, I have it available again when Mr. Squid pops up. There we go. The room is cleared of spiders. Bori has arrived. Yippity-doo-dah. If I am right, we should be very near the upper armories. I'll spin the wheel and let you through. Round and round she goes. Where she stops, nobody knows. Well, I'm sure I'll run into more Grevig here, right? Well, apparently not. We must have cleared them all away. How about that? Down into the passage. Look at this. A big pool of water. That cannot be ominous in any way whatsoever, right? Oh, an incredible sight unfolds before you. Rowan the dwarf wounded, but still alive. Well, alright. Great. Rowan with the mithril axe.
The beast in the water. Beware.
I cannot believe the beast in the water. Beware, friends. Alright, so we need to be prepared for that. Yeah. Speaking of acid damage, let's take care of some tentacles here. Wait. That's my first slaying of a nameless? Alright, fine. Where's my cat? Oh, there she is. Oh, there you go. Oh, I think this is a perfect time to bring out the birds. Stop that. Yeah. Nothing like a few flying creatures to chase away something that lives in the water, right?
I need your help, my friend.
Are you really here, my friends? Is this some apparition? Yes, the beast brought me to this place, thinking to save me for later, I expect. I expect one of the victims bore this. He's all bones now, but I owe him my life, whoever he was. I could keep the beast at bay with the axe made of mithril, but did not have the strength to escape, I would surely have starved. Well, Bori's with me. What a wonder! I shall give him a surprise, I expect. Good old Bori! Good old Bori. I think that went rather well.
We are heroes, my friend.
Broin still lives still, and the Mithril-axe Zigobert has come out of the darkness just at our time of greatest need. Can you believe our good fortune? Why, at this rate, in a week's time, we'll surely drive the last orc howling like a cur from Moria. One axe is going to do all that. All right. Yeah, sure. I guess that's the way it's going to happen. Now, let's see. What can we get here for this? Zigobert's Binder. Yeah, I think that's a really nice shirt.
Broin is resting in the peaceful path, recovering from his injuries.
He is. And what are we going to do in the peaceful path? We have to find that out in the next episode of Lore of the Shadow.